In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how many Brett you need to become a millionaire, and I'm going to do my best to convince you to have an allocation in some meme coins, and I would choose Brett. That's the coin that I've chosen for my main meme coin portfolio. Now, if you have been living under a rock, you'll have missed the 357%, pretty much a 4x in the last month. And I do believe this coin has many ways to run as we progress into the 2025 bull run, and we're so early. But here's the problem with Brett right now. It is at all-time highs, but I still think this has many room to grow. I'm going to give my thesis for that. But moreoverly, I'm going to do my best. This is my challenge by the end of this video. I guarantee I can convince you to at least buy 1,000 Brett. Now again, I don't make any money off this. I've already made my Brett positions quite public. Brett aren't paying me. If they ever do, I will tell you, and I would love to be paid by Brett. So Brett, owner, CEO, if you're watching this, I would like some free Brett. But again, this is real talk. This is what we want to understand, because meme coins have been one of the most annoying things recently if you've not been in meme coin positions. For example, me and Brett, I doubled my portfolio in 7 days. Now, you could say I got lucky, but I was just understanding what was happening in the market at that time. There was so much hype, and I was looking for a meme coin to buy. I bought a few, as you know, Crody, Conan, Resistance Dog. But my main position has been Brett, and I still think it has many runs to go, and I'm going to give you the best scenario for this possible. But really, we're going to answer this question. It is an annoying question because I don't really like answering this, but I understand people want some thesis behind this. But real talk, before we get into this, alt season is definitely going to happen. So coins are still going to pump 10x minimum, especially coins like Brett in that ecosystem and other coins in AI, gaming, etc. But the narrative behind Brett itself is good. Brett is gaining when other coins are down. So if you look at the top meme coins right now, if you look on the last 7 days, everything else is getting trashed. But Brett and this cat and dogs world, Mew, I don't even know what that is. But if you just look, you only see really one big greener. This is green as well, so congratulations, whatever the fuck this coin is. But this one, this is the only green I can see on the weekly, right? Now again, this is not to predict future Brett prices. We're looking at 2025, so short term, there's always going to be bumps along the road, but there's very few coins in the meme section that are doing very well. Now the reason I wanted to buy Brett is because I think we're going to be in this massive meme coin bubble by 2025. This cycle, in my opinion, will change crypto. Many people, and this is what I realized recently, will realize meme coins is where the action is going to happen. Now, the problem with meme coins in general is there's a lot of rugs. So if you're buying sub 50 million, sub 10 million, even sub, $1 million market cap memes, there's still a high likelihood that those can rug. But once you get past the 500 to $1 billion market cap, that's when these coins are established. They're not really going to rug, and they're almost near impossible to rug at this high market cap if you look at the tokenomics and if you understand where the coins are being held. And Brett is very good in terms of 2025 bull run position. Now again, if you guys aren't staking or using DeFi liquidity pools, I would slowly start suggesting you look at Uniswap. Just a quick side note, we'll get to the initial question of how many Brett you need, but you can see here, I'm going to shout the fuck out of this because this is just going to get you to take action. So when Brett eventually comes down, and I promise you, it will come down. It can't go up forever on this bumpy road on the Brett chart. If it goes all the way back down here, you're going to be accumulating Brett for free. So again, I share this with you guys to motivate you, not to boost my ego, but I'm earning about $300 to $362 every single day on the Brett coin. Remember, this is a dollar value. I'm looking at this for like 3K because I still think Brett has a minimum of a 10 to 30x. Obviously, some of this is in Ethereum, but this is fucking crazy because if I look at future price predictions, it's almost like earning 100K a month. Like low key, that's fucking crazy. I'm not going to sell at the top, never going to time it perfectly, but that's just the kind of motivation behind these pools. So if you're not getting APY and you're not using the liquidity pools, you're really fucking missing out, brother, because again, you have this hodl mindset. And again, this is just so motivating. So I don't share this again to boost my ego. I share this because it's hopefully going to convince you guys. Again, I don't make any money off this. We sell this as a product, but I'm giving you this for free. Get some of your coins in DeFi liquidity pools. It's not Celsius, it's not BlockFi, it's not Voyager. You control the keys. If you don't like it, you fucking leave. But again, you should be taking advantage of this because this is effing crazy. Look how much Brett, this has been half a day. Look, I'm earning pretty much 1,000 Brett every single day. That's crazy. What if Brett goes to $1 like we think it will? That's $1,000 every single day. What if Brett goes to $10? That's 10K a day. that, again, you can take what you ever want with that, but it's just super, super motivating for me. And if you're not using this, again, if you don't believe in Brett, do this in other coins. There's many other portfolios I've give you in that ecosystem where you can get this. Now, here's more real talk before we get into the most important question behind the Brett and how much you need. Sheep and Dodge, in my opinion, are hitting the $100 billion market cap this bull run. Definitely Dogecoin. I can almost guarantee it. It's an OG. It's going to be around. It's probably never, ever going to die. The community is too strong. So Brett right now, in my opinion, at the $1.6 billion market cap, again, you could have bought this sub 800 million when I was buying it, and I've told you to buy it. Again, not financial advice. I just share what I'm doing. But you've already had a 2x. But this is the easiest bet right now. So what do you think is going to happen when Dogecoin hits $1? The mass amount of normie money, the Jeffries, hype and attention of this meme sector will fucking explode. Now they're going to be buying Dogecoin. They're going to be buying Shiba Inu. They're going to be buying PEPE. Dog with Hat's going to go crazy. Bog, etc. But this Brett coin, 1 billion, is going to be such the easiest buy in my opinion. And that's another reason, just a quick side note, why I hold REDU. Because this is the #1 meme coin on the TON ecosystem, and it's like a sub $80 million market cap. So this is a little bit of a speculative bet, but if TON ecosystem can do well and people start to realize this coin, in my opinion, hits $1 to $5 billion minimum in this next bull run. It could completely flop because it's such a small market cap, but it's just like a early bet on an early Brett, if that makes sense. So again, whatever Doge does, whatever Shiba does in this next bull run, the top blockchains, the top coins on this blockchains in the meme sector, they're going to do so much better just because of the smaller market cap. Do you understand that? So when Doge goes to $1, okay, and when Shiba goes to whatever it needs to go, you're going to see Brett charts go like fucking this because it takes way less money to move these coins. And that's why Brett is moving so much now, because it's just such a small market cap. Now it's crossed the 1.5 billion, so it's getting a little bit bigger market cap. It takes more money to move. But when this coin was rallying at like 300 million market cap, 250 million market cap, $500,000 market cap, it doesn't take a lot of money to come in. It doesn't equal $500 million to double the market cap. It doesn't work like that. It's way less money. So again, that is what I think you're missing out on. It is the easiest bet in my opinion. Now again, I'm not pumping my own bags. This YouTube channel isn't going to pump my own bags. I'm just telling you guys, if you want to hold a meme coin that is still undervalued, I would buy some Brett and I would get this in this liquidity pool with Ethereum, because Ethereum is going to be around. You're betting on Ethereum. All you need to do is stay in range and you'll be absolutely fine. And this is printing every single day. And again, I'm earning about 1,000 Brett per day. It's not going to be forever. This is just a low-key advantage where you can DC on the way down for free. Again, I'm just sharing you this because I want some of you guys to fucking kill it. Again, you don't have to buy Brett. It's just what I'm doing in terms of the market cap. Now, I found this on Reddit. This little thing, I don't know if this is New York. Maybe, I don't know, it just looks like a rough area, but it's just like, I just seen this and I was like, where have I seen this before? Remember the last bull run with Flocky? What happened after this? Flocky. You also seen this in Crypto.com. You know what happened? This. And this was in the bull run. So think about these guys, whoever the Brett owner is or the CEO or whatever you guys call them down the scenes. They're already starting to push up shitty billboards. What happens when they're making so much money and it's in the train, it's in the subway, it's in New York? You know what happens? You get this. That is just the harsh reality. And this was Flocky at give or take 3 billion or whatever it was in the last bull market. This was fucking crazy. So again, there's so much potential because I'm seeing the exact same thing happen. All you need to do is look at previous bull runs. What is happening? What are the next coins? Again, Flocky will still do well. Shiba will still do well. Dodge will still do well. But Brett is so undervalued, brother. Again, DeFi liquidity pools. You can stack. You've seen this happen right in front of you. This should piss you off. Good. Get motivated. Get your coins in here and start, obviously, and start progressing and just compounding on your gains. It's so easy. This is not going to be around forever, brother. It's going to be taken away. The big players are going to be able to get so much more money than us because the yields are going to come down. But you have the advantage in this last bull run where you can go crazy on DeFi pills. Now again, this is the Brett on the 4-hourly chart. You can see this Gordon Gagin that we have in our private group has called it blooming perfectly. But again, when Brett starts to come down to these levels, and I still think it has like a 25 to 50% haircut, and this can happen in a day. This is a meme coin at the end of the day, brother. So this is not all going to be sunshines and rainbows. It's not going to go up forever, and you're seeing this today at the time of the recording. Brett can come down massively, but I promise you, when people start to wake up, when Coinbase start to unload more users, again, this is the #1 coin on the base chain. What does that mean? That's Coinbase, brother. That is absolutely crazy. And Coinbase have said publicly 2 or 3 times that they're not going to have a Coinbase coin. Like Binance has their coin, KuCoin has their coin, MXC has their coin, FTX had their FTT token before it went bust. This is where money is going to go because they're going to look at things. They're going to be like, okay, well, what is the #1 coin on the Coinbase ecosystem, and it's going to be Brett, and that's where all this money is going to go. This is so bullish, especially if they plan to unload 1 billion users. I think they'll get 10 to 20% of that. That is so much free money. You are front running all these little Jeffreys that are going to be buying from you in 2025. There's so much time for this coin to go. I really do believe this is a top 3 to top 5 coin in the meme sector in 2025, and it's already doing that right now. Another thing I want to touch on real quick is the BTC dominance. So again, when this starts to come down, and I've said this many times, we don't look at profit targets or price targets anymore. That's not what I do. So when BTC comes to go down to this line, this is when altcoins start to go crazy. The Bitcoin money, it doesn't go out the market. Some people take profits, etc., but some people roll over this money, and that is where meme coins are going to fly. Another example you can look at is the USD dominance chart. If this goes to 2.5%, this is where we short the market, and this is where we take profits. Because if you look back, this is pretty much where we've touched every single peak of the bull run. And when this happens, we don't need to look at price targets anymore. We look at the levels. So if Tether goes down, crypto goes up. Vice versa, if Tether goes up, crypto goes down. So this is where we're heading by 2025. And when we hit this 3% to 2.5%, we don't need to look at prices anymore. That's when we start taking our money out, and you can short the market, or you can go and live that fucking good lifestyle that you plan to do. That is what we're doing. We're not looking at price predictions of Brett, of Bitcoin, etc. It's nice to do that. It's good to do that. And this is what obviously this title is about. But if you can understand this is all you need to fucking know, because once it hits this 2.5%, so what I would do, open up a free trading view account. It's absolutely free to do. And I would just go USD/dominance, and I would have this marked on your calendars or on your chart. And when we get anywhere close to 3 to 2.75, take profits. That's all you need to do. It's so easy once you know this, and it's happened every single time. It's not going to be perfect. It might go to 2.4, it might only go to 3%, but you have there's so much money going to flow into these Bitcoin, Ethereum, and these other altcoins as we start to progressively come down. Now, real quick, before I give you my exact maths on how much bread you need to become a millionaire, although that is so cliche, I hate doing these kind of videos, but I just thought I'd say it, forget about it, we'll look at it in 2025. I need to give a quick shout out to one of the main sponsors of our channel. If you've not been familiar with this channel, Cryptonomy, one of the best yielding platforms you can get on your yield. So again, these are slightly different than your DeFi portfolios. If you have bigger coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., you can come and use this platform to get some good yield. They're trusted by this many people, 200 plus jurisdictions. They've already paid out 40 million and 350 assets to earn. They've been in the game for 5 years now. This is live bear and bull market, so they're here to stay. They have an investments fund of 74 million. They have 10 billion possessed in 5 years' time. They have 100 projects supported. Now, because you're watching a Brett video, you're probably interested in PEPE, and these guys are giving away, this is kind of the last chance, or the second last chance, but they're giving away 100k worth of PEPE coins. All you need to do is enter, is follow these guys, put initial deposit of a minimum of $100. You can start staking and join the launchpad, and just like and retweet this post. Again, Cryptonomy, come and give them a find. They have also a Telegram channel, link in the description. Super appreciate these guys sponsoring this video. Again, in the coming month, they're going to be releasing more mobile apps with new features, and they're launching a public partnership with a stronger team, and this will result in one of the best exchanges in the market in terms of features, which is pretty much going to be free to use this as an exchange. It's going to have a full capital backing and operational and transparency. It's going to break through the space. Cryptonomy users also have unique opportunities and the benefit for this event, which will offer the VIP community members. So again, why I really like this platform is obviously they have good yield, and they've obviously been around for 5+ years now, and they survived the bear and bull markets, unlike Celsius, etc. They have a customer support chart. So if you have any fucking questions, you've never had this on Coinbase, Binance, etc., you obviously don't get a Uniswap, you're left in the dark here, but you know what you're doing. If you have any questions, live chat. No other company has this. You cannot live chat, and if you can, it's an email response, and it's a fucking robot. This is a live chat. You can come and check it out. Again, you can see my positions, you can see the fixed results, you can see how much we're earning, you can see when I'm planning to unstake. I'll just do a quick little launchpad, because this is the more fun one to do. Launchpads are risky, but you can see the return. So all you want to do, if you use the link in the description, it helps me out, it obviously helps Konomy out, etc. But more than that, if you want to get assets on your assets, you can come to Cryptonomy and you can do a little bit of staking. Again, you should always understand what you're doing, but it's very, very simple. You can remove your money any single time. Of course, if you're locking this up, understand you're locking this up for 6 months, but just understand that this bull market, what we expect, is not going to top out to 2025. So you can still get some great yields on your assets to pull this out by 2025, and then the rest is history. That's why I'm so confident when I go back to Brett that I use these liquidity pools combined with Cryptonomy, and that's how you can really milk your gains. Again, you have to be a spread portfolio. We're not telling you, and this is not what I'm telling you, I've got the hardware wallets, I've got everything set up, but again, I want to compound on my assets before the mass start to come into this market, and then I'm out the gate. You do what you want after that. You go to stable coins. You obviously do that on liquidity pools, Excel, Cryptonomy have stable coins, etc., where you can get yield, and that's just the game we're playing. Because for me, real estate, investments, etc., doesn't make much sense anymore. For example, this liquidity, 26k, it's earning me $350 per day. Can't even buy anything for 26k in the UK, especially. I don't know about USA. You're not going to be able to buy anything to give you this so much yield. For example, when I had my flat in Glasgow, it was about a £50,000 flat. It was yielding me, give or take after the management fees, about £350. This makes more than this in one fucking day. This is cryptocurrency. This is obviously a shit coin, somewhat, but it's a meme coin. It's obviously way more risky, but I would argue the house was riskier because tenants would break the property. When I came back before I sold it, it was in a fucking mess. It stunk of cigarettes. There was dog shit all over the wall. This, boom, I'm out the game. Now here's the big facts behind Brett before we sum up this video. This is the #1 meme coin on the base chain. What does that mean? It means it has no competition at the current time of recording. Again, every coin in the meme sector, bar from Book of Memes that hit 1 billion, has went over to hit 2 to 3 billion. So again, this is at least a double in terms of this coin. Didn't hit it, but so far we can look at history. And again, I'm not here for the 2 to 3 billion. I'm here, believe it or not, for the 10 to 30 billion, right? Again, long term, 2025, not really long term, but we will have downsides, we will have upsides. So don't buy this and say, Jake, you lost me money. I'm buying this for 2025. And if you buy this and it doesn't go up by 2025, that's your fault because I'm only showing you what I'm doing. Now, Coinbase, they plan to scale 100 million users. Well, they actually plan to scale 1 billion users, but I estimate that they'll hit 10% of that, which will still be good. Remember, you're front running all this money, and Brett literally has no competition. So how many Brett to be a millionaire? Drop it in the comments below. For me personally, I think this is a minimum of a $1 coin. That means obviously $1, you need a million, you're a millionaire. But again, for me, it probably hits 2 to 3. It could hit way higher. It just depends how Dogecoin, how Bitcoin goes. If you look at the levels, you don't have to look at price predictions like I said at the start of this video. But if Bitcoin goes to 100k to 150k, like I think it will, it has a good chance. If Ethereum goes to 8 to 10k, I think it's a very good chance. This coin easily, in my opinion, hits $3 to $5. You do the maths on how many you need. But bear case for me, all I'm interested is accumulating 1,000 per day. And before you know it, it's 2025, and I've pretty much got close to that in DeFi portfolios. You sell, you forget about it, and you come and ride this in the next bull run if it's still around. But bar from that, that's what I've got for you. I'd love to know your thoughts if you're a Brett holder. And if you aren't, what is stopping you from buying Brett?